Kia ora koutou. This week, it's been an event week, which has been great, and a sample, I guess, of New World, Old World, because, and a big shout out to everyone I've met this week, both online and in person. So I was presenting at the Women in Leadership Symposium for the University of Waikato this week, online, and then last night in person. For the Early Childhood New Zealand end of year event. So all of the people that I've met this week thoroughly enjoyed, and really grateful to be back presenting live. There is online is great, and it's definitely better than not presenting at all and still being able to connect with many people across the country and beyond. But there's nothing like being in a room with people and meeting people face to face. So I've enjoyed that this week, and a big shout out to everybody who I have met this week and your lovely feedback. Thank you for that. So today I want to talk to you about buffers. So as you know, if you follow these lives and follow my blogs, you'll know that I've been recovering of late from a bout of busyness post-wedding. And as part of that, I've regained control of my schedule. That's what I want to talk about today. Because this year I invested in an online tool to do all my scheduling, which is great. Like most automations, it saves us time, it saves us effort, it saves us energy. But I also noticed what this online tool was doing is taking control away from me in terms of how I schedule stuff. And people were just able to book things, often back to back, often every day of the week. And this was an interesting lesson for me to learn, because these online tools do actually provide some parameters and some control when you learn about them. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been able to take back control of my schedule by creating buffers. And that's what I want to talk about today. A buffer. Do you have buffers in your day? Do you have buffers built into your life? And here's what I mean. So now I have an inbuilt buffer in my scheduling tool. What that means is it gives me half an hour before and after every appointment it books. I've also been able to block days out of my calendar so that every Monday and Friday is mine for catching up on office stuff and admin, or for creating new content and doing some thinking work, because so often we can be busy doing and we don't get any time to think. So if you often find yourself in back-to-back meetings without those buffers, without time to think, hey, sometimes even without time to go to the bathroom or eat your lunch, this isn't right. This is not how we produce a productive schedule, and it leaves us burned out. If we're busy going from one meeting straight into the next, we don't get time to decompress, to gather our thoughts, to take a breath, to take a bathroom break even. And that's why a buffer is important. So building buffers into your schedule, and of course this doesn't have to be through an online tool, this can just be how we structure our day. It can be the buffer that we have between our meetings to allow us to take a breath, decompress, gather our thoughts, take a bathroom break, get outside and have a walk. Or it can be the buffer we have between home and work, where we're walking home, or that drive in the car, or being able to decompress before and close the door on our work before we go home. And of course, with more of us working from home, that's becoming increasingly difficult. So where are your buffers, and how can you build a buffer into your day, whether that's between jobs or between home and work, or between what you're doing in your activities? Because even if it is a breather, a time to gather your thoughts, a time to decompress, a time to take some breaths, it means that wherever you're going to next and whatever's next in your schedule, you're going to be much more prepared for. So this is something that has revolutionized the way I schedule, or the way my scheduling tool schedules for me, and helps me regain some control in the busyness and the appointments and the demands on our time, I guess, whether that be in work or in life. So what's happening next week? It's December. That's what's happening next week. And I know for many of us, we are itching towards the end of the year as we get more and more tired and fatigued by 2020. So a buffer might be even more important now than it ever has been. December is also the last month that you can get the Christmas gift packages. You'll see them behind me there on the bookshelf. There are just 8 more now left, ready to go out. So once they've gone, I won't have any more stock for those. So if you want one, grab one now. And the retreat early bird ends in December as well. So for those of you on the mailing list, you'll see more about that over the next couple of weeks. But I'm doing another retreat in the summer in Otaki in March. This year's was a sellout, so we've decided to do it again. The feedback was so great. And so if you want to join me for a retreat, there's going to be a minimum number of spaces. There is an early bird special which gives you $300 off, but that will only be until the end of next month. So December is the time to get in for that, whether it's for you as a present or for someone you love to send them on a retreat. I think probably this year more than any year we're all feeling like we're in need of a retreat, so I wanted to get that in before the end of the year and put the special on it, so that those of you that want to book early get that discount. Whatever you're doing today, I hope you're having a fabulous day and have a fantastic week ahead. Matiwa.